My name is Chris. I have Drew with me here.
I
Hey, we're from Cinq-Mars Media, a nonprofit 501c3. We make educational games, and this is our latest project. It's called Lazy Chess. It was designed for mobile, but because of demand and a lot of people wanting it on Steam, we ported it to Steam. I'm sure you're thinking like, oh, another chess game, but we really tried to kind of subvert the game, build something totally new. We essentially distilled the number of possible moves you have on a given turn way down to two starting with anyway.
didn't you calculate there's something like 63 Vigitillion
Yeah,
different
63 like
move strategies?
Vigitillion throughout a chess game, but even to start there are like 20, and then each powers of it just gets completely insane. On a given move of lazy chess, you're given the two best moves available to you according to the Stockfish engine, the world's leading chess engine. And the catch is you just don't know which move is better. And what this does is it allows you to still play at a very, very high level, because at worst you're making the second best move every single time. And even if you almost impossibly make the wrong choice every single time in a given game, you can still beat most people. And that was kind of my goal. I've always loved chess, and I've always felt a little intimidated by the encyclopedic knowledge of moves and openings and strategy that is involved. And I wanted to kind of make a game where you don't have to necessarily think about that. You can just play, focus on strategy. And the way that you do that is just by comparing two given moves that you have confidence in, that are strong, and trying to figure out for yourself which move is stronger. And it's kind of like learning chess in reverse.
Yeah, the reverse engineering part of it sort of makes it into a puzzle game, really. Which, I mean,
Yeah, I've only made the best move one time this entire this entire game.
but I mean, I
What am
think
I doing?
for me especially too, that knowing that you're playing good chess every game sort of takes that pressure off. Being able to play good chess confidently really opens up the game for someone like me who's been a little too shy to push through and try and figure these things out, try and learn these different strategies. My favorite thing to play in this is we've uploaded some board states. So one of the board states that we updated, the game of Gary Kasparov versus Deep Blue back in
Oh yeah,
'96.
I'll show that. Yeah, Deep Blue
And
96.
you get to play as Kasparov, essentially facing off where Deep Blue beat him. And I've won as Kasparov twice, which is insane. Like, I don't have the chess skills to be able to do that, but because you start to really you can digest the strategy, you can sit with it for a while. What's
You were
great about
really
the
able to beat. You were able to win as Kasparov. I'm surprised.
I've done it twice. I've done it twice.
How many times did you
very
lose
proud.
though?
Oh, a lot, quite a lot. Yeah,
Um,
yeah, probably 10 times.
Yeah, we've made a lot of sophisticated integrations with a dedicated chess analysis engine. So let's say I move. Let's say I do this. It recognizes that this is an English opening, as you can see here. And you can read all about what an English opening is, how an English opening came to be, what percentage of players who use it win in certain contexts. I feel like I've learned so much more about openings just from that.
This is an educational game, and we want to have those resources available so players can have those things if they want them. But the emphasis always is about making chess fun and accessible. But Chris has been wonderful. Chris has created some different variants too in that, where you can play with the best two moves, or you can play with the best move and a random move.
Yeah, let's talk about the different modes. So right now, we play N best. That's kind of the default one. But in best random, you're given the best move and a random move if you're really insecure about your ability to differentiate between what might be the best move or the next best move. Shallow basically really dumbs down the AI. So it's kind of a simulation of blitz.
You're kind of getting Stockfish's impulses, which is interesting too.
Yeah.
It changes just a little bit.
Integrating Stockfish and making that performant was probably the biggest obstacle, because Stockfish is very hungry. It likes a lot of CPU. It wants to really iterate through every possibility. So making that performant on phones was a challenge. All random is kind of a fun little twist. The one I'm really excited about is both sides, where you actually play as white and black, and you're trying to win as white, but the options of moves that you have for black are much better than the options of moves that you have for white. So you're trying actively to make the best move for white that you can, but you're also trying to make the worst move you can for black. I hope to integrate a user challenges kind of mode where people can upload their own little challenges. Like, for example, this is a Queen's Gambit little challenge. The multiplayer aspect of it online is super important. You know, it wouldn't be any fun if you couldn't like actually challenge your friend. So yeah, you can challenge a friend online by creating a game. Let's cancel that. You can play pass and play, so you can play on the same device and just give it back and forth or just share the computer. And of course, you can play random opponents online that are matched based on your global ranking. I mean, the biggest complaint that I've heard from people playing chess online is matching players with similar strengths and skill sets.
Oh yeah.
And they of course have algorithms to do that, but given the variety of different play styles, it's very hard to reliably match players who are of a similar skill. And here, the great thing is you can be a chess master. The playing field is a lot more even, surprisingly so.
Yeah, I think that sort of hopefully, opens up chess from being this elite game of the masters to something. It's one of the oldest games in the world, and it should be something fun and accessible.